The ring general has arrived. A man who ruled NXT with an iron fist and now looks to dominate the main roster.
And representing Imperium from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 297 pounds, Gunther!
Without question, Gunther has made an immediate impact since his arrival.
A truly dominant specimen.
And a specimen who is as ready as ever to chop clean through the competition.
Hey, he puts others to the test. They often come up short. He moves with such a purpose, absolutely no wasted energy.
Well, that's because Gunther is saving himself completely for the battle ahead.
Yeah, but he does manage to make his entrance as intimidating as possible.
Wes Lee is about to take flight.
Introducing the challenger from Dayton, Ohio, weighing in at 183 pounds, Wes Lee!
Turned his back on his friends, and he says he's done taking care of others.
It's because Wes Lee's finally ready to take what's his. He's finally learned to look out for number one.
Once seen as a superhero, now he's something different.
Got for you.
Without a doubt, Cole, tonight's show is going to be off.
Can't wait to get started. And there's the reversal.
That was a textbook reversal.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability here tonight.
What do you expect, Cole? He's a WWE superstar for crying out loud. They're the greatest athletes in the world.
True enough, Taz. There's no off-season for them. There's no month or two off between matches.
There sure ain't, Cole. I mean, these guys are here week in and week out, and every night they leave it in the ring.
And they do it all for the WWE fans, Taz. Without them, none of us would even be here.
Hey, the ref's got a tough job. I mean, trying to keep these superstars on the up and up, that's hard.
He's got him covered. He anticipated that move perfectly.
Whoa! I think these fans have got a little something they want to share with us.
That's their right, Taz. They paid for their tickets after all. I think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
That ain't necessarily the case, Cole. Just because it's called a finisher doesn't mean it always ends the match.
You sound like you're speaking from experience here, Taz.
Of course not. Whenever I locked into Taz's mission, that was it. End of story. It was over.
I think you're developing a selective memory in your old age, partner.
These superstars are on top of their game, but only one of them is going to have their hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
Well, what do you want, Cole? You want to say that everyone wins so nobody gets their feelings hurt?
I never said that. I'm just saying that in a great match like this, everyone involved deserves credit for it.
Man, his opponent looked like a punk with that counter.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table. He may get the 3 count right here.
That was like 2.5, Cole.
The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, Cole, you know what? Try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this bad boy right down the middle. Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, Taz, and he's feeding off that energy right now.
You just don't see action like this every day, Cole.
You sure don't, Taz. And we've got the best seats in the house.
No doubt, front and center. We couldn't be any closer to this match without being in.
Look at this. Using the steel ring steps as a weapon.
And that's a great way to take the fight right out of your opponent in a hurry.
It sounds like this capacity crowd has something on their minds, Taz.
Yeah, and thousands of paying customers can't be wrong. Holy cow! He's smashing his opponent face first right into the ring steps.
And those steps are made of solid steel. There's no give to them whatsoever.
This one's just turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it kind of took me by surprise, Cole. That don't happen too often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We both called hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect, but not this time.
I guess it just goes to show you, Cole, like they say, anything can happen here in the WWE. Can you believe this match so far, Cole?
I really can't, Taz. This isn't anything like what I expected from these competitors.
Yeah, I gotta admit, that's surprising the hell out of me here, too. This guy might not have enough to kick out.
An iron fist, and now looks to dominate the main roster.
And representing Imperium from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 297 pounds.
Question, Gunther has made an immediate impact since his arrival. A truly...
You are looking at the future of the bloodline.
And from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds, Solo Sikoa!
Had a meteoric rise in NXT, multiple main event matches, and the NXT North American title.
And has already made an impact on the main roster, becoming a part of the bloodline.
When it comes to the street champion, Solo always puts that title on the line.
The Extreme Jeff Hardy.
From Cameron, North Carolina, weighing in at 225 pounds, Jeff Hardy!
A true daredevil in every sense of the word, Jeff Hardy is in.
City, Denver, Colorado, is home to Smacdown tonight, and what a show we've got for you.
Without a doubt, Cole.
Partner, the Smacdown superstars are ready for action, and I can't wait to get started.
Watch it. He reversed it.
What a counter that was.
These superstars are on top of their game, but only one of them is going to have their hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
Well, what do you want, Cole? You want to say that everyone wins so nobody gets their feelings hurt?
I never said that. I'm just saying that in a great match like this, everyone involved deserves credit for it.
Man, his opponent looked like a punk with that counter.
Regardless of how you personally feel about Matt Hardy, you've got to respect his drive, his energy, and his passion for this business.
Yeah, but that'll only take you so far. See, this is something you don't understand because you've never been in a ring, never done nothing. He's looking to finish off his opponent right here.
And that could do it. The Samoan Spike has claimed many a victim, and we might be able to add one more to the list here tonight.
And there's the counter, Cole. I'm telling you, Umaga has not been around here for long, but let's face it, he's racked up some impressive victories since he showed up in the WWE.
You're not wrong, partner. He made an impressive debut, but I don't know what's more uncomfortable, watching this or experiencing it.
I think maybe experiencing it. Come on, Cole, wake up. Oh, jeez, someone's voice just went up a couple of octaves.
It hurts just watching it. I can't imagine how excruciating this must be. I don't know how much longer this can go, Taz. These superstars are starting to look like they're running on fumes.
If there's a more overrated superstar on SmackDown roster than Matt Hardy, can you please rise?
Overrated? Hardy's a multiple-time tag team champion, Taz, a former cruiserweight champion.
Yeah, but to hear him talk, he's like he acts like he's the second coming or something, you know? If you ask me, he's just second ring. Man, I'll tell you what, man, this one's just turned into a fight. Pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it kind of took me by surprise, Cole. And that don't happen too often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We both called hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect.
This is dumb. Why is he risking everything by going up there?
It sounds like this capacity crowd has something on their minds, Taz.
Yeah, and thousands of paying customers can't be wrong. Man, this match is so good, it's even worth sitting next to you to watch it, Cole.
Well, thanks a lot, Taz. You know, you're not always my #1 choice for a podcast partner,
You know what you should do, Girl Pants? You should team up with Jerry Lawler. Then it could be the king and queen on Town.
Real funny, Taz. You know, that would almost be worth not having to work with a joker like you.
I think his opponent's out of it.
Well, if he wasn't before, he is now. What a twist of fate. I think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
That ain't necessarily the case, Cole. Just because it's called a finisher doesn't mean it always ends the match.
You sound like you're speaking from experience here, Taz.
Of course not. Whenever I locked into Taz's mission, that was it. End of story. It was over.
I think you're developing a selective memory in your old age, partner.
This has been a great match so far. I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, Cole. But if you're going to be snippy...
There's the cover. Can he do it?
A huge advantage over their opponents and still lose the match because it's... Man, I'll tell you exactly what he's going to do, and he goes right out there and he does it.
Yeah, JBL talks a great game.
Paychecks come straight from the WWE fans.
JR, I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
I can't believe they let someone like Kid K.
Well, here comes the master strategist.
Hey, the strategies seem to be working.
From Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Sami Zayn!
Some call him the master strategist. Some call him the great liberator. I've even heard some call him Uzi. But I call Sami Zayn a bona fide superstar.
Well, I call him none of the above.
The master strategist about to create a masterpiece. The luckiest man in WWE history.
Plenty of luck, but plenty of success, too.
And from Kansas City, weighing in at 275 pounds, Happy Corbin!
I am so tired of Happy Corbin running his mouth. He's got to be the most obnoxious person in sports entertainment.
It sounds to me like you're just sick with envy. Corbin is a positive force, a true example of what it means to be a winner, not only in WWE, but in life.
Despite his despicable behavior, you can't deny his ability.
There you go, Saxton. Try being objective for once. Corbin's a boxing.
And representing the Judgment Day, from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 180 pounds, JD McDonough!
McDonough is capable of such intense and in-your-face offense.
Of course he has an in-your-face offense. Look at the size of his head.
Oh, would you stop, Cole? That doesn't bother McDonough. He's already hardened by the United Kingdom independent scene.
Did we bring Big Head Mode back?
Enough already!
You know, I got a little bit of history in this town, you know what I'm saying?
The city of brotherly love might have been the hometown of ECW, but I think the SmackDown superstars are going to redefine extreme here tonight. And there's the reversal.
Hey, the ref's got a tough job. I mean, trying to keep these superstars on the up and up, that's hard.
Well, it's easier to get some superstars to play by the rules than others.
Hey, you know what, Cole? If you're gonna get on your high horse again and give us another lecture about playing fair, I swear to God, I'm gonna throw up.
Is it so wrong to ask a superstar to play by the rules, Taz? That doesn't seem to be so unreasonable to me.
That's because you never competed in a match, Cole. If you did, you'd know that you gotta do whatever it takes to win. And if that means bending the rules a bit, well then, that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
He was one step ahead on that. What a cowardly move. He can't win fair and square, so he tries to screw his opponent out of the victory.
Hey, look, there's nothing wrong with him doing whatever it takes to win the match. If it was that bad, the ref would have DQ'd him, right?
What a reversal.
Wow, great reverse.
He saw that one coming.
I'll tell you what, man, this one's just turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it kind of took me by surprise, Cole. That don't happen too often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We both called hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect, but not this time.
I guess it just goes to show you, Cole, like they say, anything can happen here in the WWE.
This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
No surprise there, Cole. The WWE fans ain't exactly known for keeping their opinions to themselves.
Kinley hails from Belfast, Ireland. And if you know anything about Belfast, you'll understand how Finley turned out to be as tough as he is.
Oh, yeah, Belfast. That's a pretty tough town, eh?
That's an understatement, partner. Belfast makes Red Hook look like Disneyland.
Whoa! Talk about giving your opponent a little taste of his own medicine.
I think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
That ain't necessarily the case, Cole. Just because it's called a finisher doesn't mean it always ends the match.
You sound like you're speaking from experience here, Taz.
Of course not. Whenever I locked into Taz's mission, that was it, and the story was over.
I think you're developing a selective memory in your old age, partner. When you think of how many years Finley has been in this business, it's amazing that he can still compete at the level he does.
No kidding. He's taking real good care of himself. He's in fine fickle, as they say. A real fit guy is Finley.
Wow, listen to that chant, Taz.
Tell you what, if you got the crowd on your side or against you, it makes a huge difference, believe me. I'll tell you, all the WWE superstars are legit tough guys, but these superstars are really raising the bar here tonight.
They sure are, Taz. We're seeing some great intensity here tonight.
And that's the name of the game, Cole, intensity. You gotta stay on your opponent until one of you can't go anymore.
I think these superstars are well aware of that, Taz. I think that's exactly what they've got in mind. Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability here tonight.
What do you expect, Cole? These are WWE superstars, for crying out loud. They're the greatest athletes in the world.
True enough, Taz. There's no off-season for them. There's no month or two off between matches.
There sure ain't, Cole. I mean, these guys are here week in and week out, and every night they leave it in the ring.
And they do it all for the WWE fans, Taz. Without them, none of us would even be here.
He slipped out of that one. This is one heck of a match so far.
It sure is, Taz. What do you think the highlight has been so far?
Well, that'll probably come a little bit later on in the match. Whether you like this superstar or not, you gotta have a little sympathy right now.
I have to agree with you, partner. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy.
Oh, geez. Someone's voice just went up a couple octaves.
It hurts just watching it. I can't imagine how excruciating this must be. Look at these superstars, Taz. This can't go on much longer.
Let me tell you something. Finley, in my opinion, is one of the toughest SOBs I've ever seen in this business.
There's no questioning Finley's toughness or that mean streak that runs straight through him. He can be downright sadistic to his opponents.
Oh, God, cry me a river, girl pants, please. I'm begging you to man up. In case you haven't noticed, you gotta do whatever it takes to win around here, and that's what Finley does best. These superstars have been going hard all match.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
No doubt, Cole. There ain't no way you're gonna win a match if you're out of gas 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent. Finley has certainly established himself in very short order as one of the toughest superstars Smacdown has ever seen.
You're not kidding. I wonder if all these dudes are as tough as him.
English? Tazzy dresses in green. He wears a shamrock. He carries a shillelagh to the ring, and he has that little bastard doing his dirty work. And there's the pin.
1, 2. Can you believe this match so far, Cole?
I really can't, Taz. This isn't anything like what I expected from these competitors.
Yeah, I gotta admit, they're surprising the hell out of me here, too.
And I think it's that unpredictability that makes these superstars so exciting to watch.
This Finley is so tough, so aggressive, so ruthless. I love watching this guy go to work.
And you'd think that someone with all the tools that Finley has at his disposal wouldn't need to step outside the rules as often as he does. But we've seen time and time again, he'll do whatever it takes to win.
Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you could cut this tension with a knife.
I don't think you need in-ring experience to feel the tenacity.
Oh, man! Did you see that? He busted him wide open.
After that last shot, he's going for the pin.
You just don't see action like this every day, Cole.
You sure don't, Taz. And we've got the best seats in the house.
No doubt, front and center. We couldn't be any closer to this match without being in it.
Whoa, that's your territory, partner, not mine. I'm perfectly happy staying right where I am.
Man, you just can't put anything over on these fans.
You sure can. They see everything, and they'll let you know about it.
These WWE fans just can't get enough of these superstars.
And I'm glad to see it. A WWE match isn't just about competition, it's also about entertaining the fans.
Okay, well, if that's the case, how come they got you as an announcer? I mean, that ain't exactly great entertainment, in my opinion.
You might be right, Taz. I think it would be extremely entertaining to listen to you try to call a match all by yourself. And it looks like he's bleeding. This is not going to help his chances.
Well, that depends, Cole. I mean, some guys, they go a little nuts at the sight of their own blood, and they become unstoppable.
Well, that doesn't seem like a good strategy to me. I hope he ends this before he suffers a serious injury.
Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, Taz, and he's feeding off that energy right now.
You know, Cole, I'd ask you who you were pulling for in this match, but I think it's pretty obvious since the beginning who you're rooting for.
I never claimed to be completely objective, Taz. It's no secret I respect superstars who stick within the rules and show some sportsmanship in the ring.
You gotta understand, Cole, I know it ain't exactly kosher, but you're putting your body on the line in that. You gotta do whatever it takes to protect yourself and pick up the win.
Taz, you're talking about two different things. Going outside the rules in the name of self-defense is one thing, but cheating to steal a victory and enhance your own career is something completely different.
He can get the pin right here.
I think we're hearing the First Amendment in action here tonight, Taz.
What about you, Byron? He obviously looks good physically, but do you think he's mentally prepared for tonight's match?
If he's not, we're going to find out very early on. Guys have a way of smelling intimidation and taking advantage of it. If your head's not at 100%, you're in big trouble. It's that simple.
The WWE Universe is on its feet for the American Nightmare. Despite knowing that he's got a huge target on his back, Cody is still pumped up. Oh, Byron, that's because Rhodes is extremely comfortable taking heavy fire. Making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, a man who does not retreat in the face of adversity. This is a man who reached new levels as a main eventer and champion, and who knows the sacrifice of leading a new era.
man who began his WWE career with a legacy to uphold, but soon became a star who left them all in the dust.
Yeah, I think we can all agree his time away has turned him into one of the toughest competitors in all of sports.
Of the people.
Oh, please. He does it because the run. I tell you, Tad.
Look who's here! The People's Champion! It's check-in time at the Smacdown hotels.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds.
Oh, Michael Corey, here comes the jabroni beating, pie-eating, trailblazing, eyebrow-raising people.
Enough, don't ruin this, Saxton. There is no electrical current in the world quite like when the Great One arrives. You know, guys, as talented as this superstar is, I think ambition might have clouded his judgment.
Rhodes is in God mode as we speak.
Oh man, someone's about to hit the bottom here, Cole.